We've been seeing a lot of wearables lately, and by a lot, I mean a whole damn lot of them. Can the HesvitBand S3 stand out in the saturated market? Let's find out. Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, and this is my full review of the HesvitBand S3. Let's get started. Let's start with the build. Your first impressions once you get your hands on the S3, or rather the S3 on your hand, would be that it's well built. To the front we have a 17x21mm screen and a dual purpose button just below the screen. Pressing and holding this button will cause the HesvitBand S3 to scan for your heart rate, and a short press will turn the backlight on. Underneath we have a lot of sensors packed in. A tri-axis accelerometer sensor, a heart rate sensor, temperature and humidity sensor, skin temperature sensor and an air pressure sensor. To the left there is a micro USB port for charging purpose, which can be closed with the given flap. The water resistance is pretty good. I've even had it with me in the shower a few times and there's been no issues as long as the flap is closed. The strap is sturdy. The material is elastic and is a combination of TPU and TPE, and the clasp is made of stainless steel. The strap has a kind of pattern that I've grown fond of. So now that we have been over the fact sheet, let's now talk about the functionality. So what can the S3 do? It can record various parameters, even those that you may not need ever. On the display you can find the current time, battery level, number of steps, mileage, calories burnt, amount of time you slept, last calculated heart rate, wrist skin temperature, wrist humidity, wrist temperature, barometric pressure, and date reminder. That's a lot of things on the display. The numbers seem to be pretty accurate, and the difference between the numbers in different environments were evident too. For example, the place I'm living in, the barometric pressure is just about 1000 on ground. And while flying to the Mi 5 launch event, about 20,000 feet above ground, the reduction in pressure got reflected in the S3. The number of steps shown in the display is moderately accurate. There are two exceptions though. One, when you just, shake your hand, the S3 tends to count extra steps. This isn't unique to the S3. This is a drawback you can find on many fitness trackers, even some that are priced much higher. Two, when you walk and say you're talking on the phone, holding it in a Hesvit varying hand undercounts the steps. These two kinda seem to counterbalance each other. And after a while when you look at the data, on the days you were active the numbers are high, and on the days you weren't the numbers aren't. Like right here. I've walked 2000 steps on Sunday. The numbers are low for obvious reasons. But my daily average is about 5000 steps as you can see here. So yeah, the numbers may not be extremely accurate, but it does a decent job overall. Apart from that, the other parameters such as the heart rate, sleep time and mileage are pretty accurate. The S3 connects to your phone via Bluetooth. You can download the HesvitBand app on your phone. As of today, it's available for iOS and Android. And no, you don't get any of your phone's notifications on your S3. Anyway, the app is great. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Tapping on any of these will show you a detailed visualization of the data collected in the past several days, like workout, mileage, and everything else. And a special mention about the sleep time. It shows you the amount of time you were on light sleep and deep sleep, and it's super accurate. You can upload all your data to the cloud to save your entire history. You can also create or join something called as a health circle, and you will be ranked among your friends based on their workouts and yours. That's a good feature for motivation. Apart from that, you can share any of the content to any of these social networks. Now, battery life. Hesvit claims a battery life of 7 to 10 days. And just like with most claims, it's not very accurate. I've been using this for about 3 weeks now, and on a full charge, I usually get about 5 days before it runs out of juice. There are also a few additional features that you don't generally find on other fitness trackers. For example, options to measure humidity, skin temperature, and so on. While they do seem cool, once the novelty factor wore off, I didn't really find any use for them. But if you do need to know any of this information, well, you can with the S3. As far as cons go, there are two major ones. 1. The lack of vibration. This means the screen flashes to indicate goals being met or any other reason. That's really not the most optimal way of doing things. And 2. The lack of an option to share data with Google Fit or MyFitnessPal. So at the price of $99, does the HesvitBand S3 do enough for us to recommend you picking one up? Sadly no. The minor accuracy issues, the lack of notification alerts, the inability to share data, it all adds up, and given that the Fitbit charge is priced the same, we can't really recommend it. But occasionally you can find the HesvitBand S3 on sale for around the $60 mark, and at this price it does offer value. Remember, it can monitor heart rate, something the $99 Fitbit charge cannot. Anyway, if you do wanna pick one up, I'll leave a link in the description below. So that's it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to C4E Tech, and do let me know what you think about the S3 in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar, leaving for the moment. Have an amazing day.